What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, if you're new to Average to Jacked, I just want to say welcome. Basically, just like my name sounds, I take everyday guys and my goal is to get them jacked, but I do this in a simplified way, not in a 6 to 7 day a week bodybuilder, bro split, eating out of Tupperware, taking 18 different processed supplements and doing all this like complexity. My whole mission and my whole philosophy is on simplicity. So I train 3 days a week. The physique you're seeing was built from simplicity. It was not built from working out every day and having the gym consume my life. The gym actually enhances it and complements my life now. So if that's your goal, consider subscribing because I really think you'll get a lot of value from my channel. So in today's video, we're diving deep into the push routine. So basically, I have clips on the screen. I'm doing a live commentary. If I'm talking kind of fast, it's because I'm trying to hit key points before it switches over to the next clip. So starting out, I do incline dumbbell bench and I'm training 1 set to failure. If you are new to the gym or maybe even an early intermediate, do not copy what I'm doing. Add 2 to 3 sets, maybe 4 sets, 5 sets if you're completely new. Doing more sets, especially not at failure, is just going to help you kind of train those movements and it's going to give you more room for error. When you're training very, I guess, low volume and very high intensity, you got to know what you're doing if you really want to stimulate that muscle. That's why it's good to just include more sets when you're newer as you're still learning those fundamentals. So we start out with incline dumbbell bench press, and that's to target my upper chest. The second movement is going to be incline machine flies, and that is going to be another movement to target my upper chest. Why? Because that's one of the main things that is lacking on my physique. And I think a lot of other guys who aren't taking TRT or aren't taking these PEDs are going to feel the same way. Just the upper chest is hard to grow. So I do 2 direct movements to target it. You're also going to notice that I seem to like let off the tension. And a lot of people like criticize that, but this is just how I like to train. I like to gain strength through a full range of motion. Like people are always focused on constant tension and, for more percentage of gains. But for me, I just focus on mechanical tension. So if I'm even dropping the weight at the bottom and letting the tension go, like if I still take it through a full range of motion and reach muscular failure, I'm still going to get gains. Like once again, that's how I train. Like the muscle you're seeing comes from that type of training. So people can critique it all they want. It's how I enjoy training. I want to build strength through a full range of motion. So after those two direct chest movements, we're going to move on to shoulder press. You can do this with dumbbells. You could do this with barbell. I just enjoy this machine. Lately, I've been prioritizing a lot of machines. I used to be strictly like old school barbell only home gym with just a squat rack. But as I've gotten back into the gym, I've been enjoying using machines. Same with these lateral raises. You could easily use dumbbells. You could use a different type of machine. You could use cables. But essentially, this push routine is going to consist of the 2 direct upper chest movements. So dumbbell incline bench, incline machine flies. And if you don't have that type of machine, it's pretty rare actually, then you would just use dumbbells and you could do those on an incline bench. We then move on to a shoulder press movement. Now we're going to be focusing on lateral raises. So all of these exercises that I do are specifically targeted for aesthetics. I'm going for a specific look. I'm not trying to be the biggest mass monster, just the biggest guy. Like I want to be lean, so around 8 to 10% body fat, maybe 12 sometimes, because right now I'm focused on lean bulking. And I want my shoulders to pop, so rounded shoulders. I want my upper back to pop and my upper chest. And then as you kind of go down to my frame, my waist is going to be leaner, my legs are going to be lean, but they're also going to be muscular. Once again, I'm not chasing like maximum size. And then the only tricep movement I'm doing is going to be the push downs. If you wanted to throw in one more and do an overhead extension, you can. I personally feel like the triceps get a lot of indirect work from those other movements. And I'm in and out of the gym with this routine with 1 set to failure in around 30, 35 minutes. You guys might think I'm crazy and you might think like there's no way that you can train that little or that quick and get results. But ever since discovering Mike Mincer's philosophy and kind of building my own routine that's inspired by him, I keep going back to the one thing that he promoted, and that is the muscle is like a light switch. Once you stimulate it with a hard set, why would you continue to stimulate it more? I'm hitting PRs literally every workout, so I'm going to continue to do this and just document, my progress over the next year. I'm gaining strength in a moderate rep range, so I'm guessing muscle growth is occurring, but only time will tell. So appreciate you guys watching. Talk to y'all on the next one. Peace.